Hey everybody, this is Coach Rob again with the Windy City Fieldhouse and the Windy City Sports Academy. I hope that you're doing well. What we're going to do for you today is we're going to bring you a tot class, gym class for 3 to 6 year olds in basketball, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and get back on my mat. We're going to stretch it out to start. Get a couple of minutes here for people to join us. And then we'll get going, all right? So feet out in front, we're going to get our ball right away on our lap and roll it to your toes and hold it on top for 10 seconds, okay? If you want to, you can wave, say hi everybody. Hi, Coach Rob is here. Coach Ryan is not with us today. As we roll our ball back, give it a nice big squeeze. Okay, repeat. Roll the ball up onto the toes and hold it there, counting your head for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back one more time. Squeeze it and show me your mean face. Like a lion. Look at me. We're not going to have our legs like this. Look, my legs are a little bit off the floor where my knees are. Right? Keep them nice and long. Roll. And now I want you to hold the ball on top of your toes. Can you see that? All right? Nice and flat with my legs on the ground. 2 hands on top. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back one more time. This time, show me your sad face. Oh, no, we're just pretending, right? We're going to have a good time. You're still squeezing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to stop there. I'll face you again. We're going to go into crisscross applesauce, okay? So fold your legs together. Just a little pretzel here. Ball out in front, and I want you to start to roll it around your body, okay? So I call these little moon sweeps. My fingers right now on the ball are almost like a little crab or a little spider. I'm just crawling my hand and then switching and then moving the ball behind my body, right? Switch, reverse, other way. Keep going around. We'll do 3 more of these. Hope everyone's doing pretty well now. Hope everyone that's going to join us is either here or still coming along. Those of you that are here, thank you very much. Good to see you again. Reverse. Last time we're going to do that. Reverse. Good. 3 more of those. 3 and 2. Work those fingers. Move your arms around with the moon sweeps. 1. Last one. And good. Hold your ball for a second. I just want to remind you, we're going to be using, I have a cone behind me, a tall cone and a disc cone. I've also got a plastic cup and a bundled up pair of socks. So if you don't have those materials yet, you can go ahead and try and grab some of those. But we're going to finish our warm-up and we're going to get to that later, okay? So the last thing that I wanted to do is a Hulk smash. Take your ball. When I say up, bring that ball up. So up. And if I say smash, watch me, don't do it yet. You're going to take your ball and boom. Hold on tight. That's very important right now, okay? That's going to show me that you can actually control those muscles and the ball. Ready? Up. And you're going to do it with me this time. Smash! Good. Let's do it again. Up. If you lose your ball, go grab it. Be careful. Smash! Good. Last one. Ready? Achoo! Oh, I sneezed there. Did you do it? Did you get tricked? Those of you that have had me before in class, you know that I like to be very silly. Let's do it for real, I promise. No tricks. Smash! Boom! Very nice. Okay, so we're going to take our legs, push them out wide. We're going to go into some of these drills today that you can beef up or trim down depending on how advanced of a dribbler you have. So what I'm going to do right now is just go over like the base level of maybe some kid that's 2, maybe on the shy side of 3. 2 hands, hold the ball on the side, and just drop, right? Make sure we're not actually smashing anymore, okay? So you're just dropping that ball, and right now it's only a few inches off the ground. You're just going to let go, and then try and replace the hands right on what I call the ears of the basketball. The ears, right on the side there, okay? So if you do that a couple times, great. If you're beyond that, and you have one hand, same thing, keep it low to the ground, just 2 inches, 3 inches or so that the wrist is doing all the work and not the entire arm. That's a lot of work And B, it's a little bit not so good looking, right? This is way more in control, so I tell the ball where to go. The ball doesn't tell me where it wants to go. Make sure you switch hands if you're doing one hand. For those of you that are using two hands right now, I want you to at least try with one hand, okay? Challenge yourself. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to improve, and that's what we're here to do. We're gonna improve, okay? So 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Let's stand up and let's do the same thing, okay? So, big important thing that I want to stress here for our people that are doing two hands and dropping, I want the ball to be caught at highest point, okay? As high as possible. Don't let that ball get back down here. Look what happens to my body, right? I'm bent over. That's not a basketball player. My basketball player should have their knees bent, nice and solid, all right, with their shoulders, there we go, almost in line with those knees. You're not too low though. You're not like a frog, okay? So we're standing, one-handed there. Try and keep it either in front of the toe or right next to the toe, because when a ball bounces in the middle for us, that's usually when we're going to switch sides. Leave that area there alone for now, and just try and keep this to the sides next to your pinky toe if you're using one hand. Two-handed, folks. It's in the middle for now, okay? Concentrating on trying to get that ball in the spot that we want it to go, okay? Sound good? 3, 2, good. Now I want you to start getting close. Up close and personal. You're going to walk up. Oh, and then back up. Walk up. Oh, and then back up. Okay. Notice what I'm doing the entire time, right? Dribbling. If you can, add in a switch of sides before you go back, right? Sound good? Come back up, same hand. When you get close, hello, switch. Good? All right. Otherwise, we're going two hands. Now, when we're going like this, try and make sure that ball doesn't, oh, ow. Don't let it hit your toe, please. Right? Keep going. Good, we'll do one more of these front and back. Okay? Switch sides if you can. Good, okay. Shake out the legs just a little bit. Good. Hopefully we're feeling okay. Let's go ahead and throw in a question of the day there, okay? Coach Rob would like to know, what is your favorite type of dessert, okay? I've been trying to lay off desserts. It's not worked too well, right? So, tell me that, and we're gonna move here. All right, so if you're able to notice what I'm doing there, this is still a little bit of a warm-up, but it's actually testing your control without dribbling. You're gonna go around the waist. If I slow this down for you, there's actually a moment where both of my hands are behind my back and my butt, and I'm pushing the ball around, all right? For anyone that is maybe a little shorter or is not as experienced, they might be a little bit, not intimidated per se, but they might want to go slow to start, right? That gets a little clunky if you watch this, because right at the moment where the two hands have to separate, that's the moment we're trying to avoid there. We want it to actually keep a little bit of speed and pace, because then the ball is going to be able to resist the desire to start to fall out of our hand, okay? And if you notice, I'm actually getting my fingertips a little bit under the ball as well. My palms are still on the ears like we talked about, but we're here, all right? So we're not actually letting that ball fall out of our grasp, and we're trying to go around the waist, okay? So I want you to do that for 10 seconds. 10, do it with me. 9, 8, 7, 6, stand up tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, so take one foot and put it out front. You can also put it to the side a little bit if you'd like to, but imagine that the hoop is in front of you, right? So you're facing the basket right now, and if I were standing still, as in I've just received a pass, we want to think about the first step, right? That's got to be quick, but I just want you to think about the shape of this right now, okay? So if I can show you, I'll turn sideways just a little bit. You're going to have this nice wide gap between your legs, and we're going to actually just take the ball around one leg, okay? I think you can see that okay, right? Look, my back is straight, okay? I'm not hunched over like this. I can't tell you how important shape is, okay? If you want your muscles to develop and train properly, you have to keep the right shape. Also, do you see what my head is doing? It's looking around. Is that important, do you think, when we're playing? Maybe, I don't know. Why would it be important? You can see the, what? If you know an answer, shout it at the screen. You can see the defense, that's for sure. But you can see mom. That's who we should be paying attention to while we play, right? Mom up in the stands? No, no. Keep doing this for me. Who else? Your teammates? Yep. Good. And obviously, where do we score the basketball? In the basketball hoop, right? So if you keep eyes on the hoop and you're able to make it to the hoop and pass the defense, you'll score, all right? Now we're gonna combine around the waist with a leg. And did you see how I did that kind of seamlessly there? That's gonna be an added challenge for you. If you're a beginner, intermediate, maybe a little more advanced, you can challenge yourself by really even switching legs too, all right? So I'm gonna call these out to you as we go. If everyone's ready, I want you to keep going. If you drop your ball at some point, run over and pick it up, and we're gonna get going, okay? So, around the waist to start. Here we go. Around the waist. Let's go with our left leg. So, take left leg, step out, and see if you can, oh, I couldn't do it there. Seamlessly transition from behind the back to a leg. Can we go back to around the waist? Stand up tall. There you go. Good. Ready? We'll go to the right leg now. Good. So, remember our positioning here, right? Our front leg is bent, almost at a 90-degree angle, nice and solid. This is as if we're taking our first step past the defender, okay? Let's go back to around the waist, and let's speed it up. So, 1, 2, left leg, 1, 2, there was 3 there, good. Still in frame barely, around the waist again, 1, 2, right leg, go, 1, 2, 3, good, back to around the waist, and we'll finish by doing one just to test to see if you can do it. Let's go around our head, okay? So this is much smaller. I just poke myself in the nose. Much smaller, right? My arms are getting up a little high. If you can, try and keep everything nice and compressed, right? Boom, there we go. My head was down at first. Now I'm looking up and freeze there, okay? If you need to, go ahead and get a drink of water right now. We're going to transition into using our cup and the socks or the cones if you have them. I'm going to show you an example with both, okay? Now, just so you know, when we go through our activities, if I'm ever giving added explanations, I want you to continue doing whatever skill we're practicing, okay? So if I'm doing our around the waists, and then I take a second to explain why that's important in basketball, you should still be working, okay? Similarly, if I'm setting up and you don't need to or you're ready and you want to get a few extra dribbles in, go for it, all right? So to start, I'm going to show you with the cones, okay? It's pretty simple here, but I also want you to make contact with a different surface that is either next to you or you have to dribble to if possible, okay? So I'm going to use the door back here. Every time I do this activity, I'm going to split it up by going to the door while dribbling, switching hands if possible, and then returning to the drill, all right? So I'll move this stuff out of our way. I'll show you a nice home version as soon as I explain and demo. We're going to take our ball, right? We're going to start with the big cone if you have it, or the cup, and you're going to take it and gently place it down on its side, okay? If you notice, the entire thing here is that I'm constantly dribbling. Now, we've been talking about doing two-handed dribbles a lot. If some of our players are at that level, what you're going to try and do is take that ball, dribble, right? Get it as low as you can, and then I want you to knock it over, okay? That'll be a fun little thing for the younger ones. Take it. I do want you to see how low you can get that ball to bounce just one time though, okay? Then, if your knees are bent, take that arm and sweep them across, knock over the cone. Now remember, each time we do one of these activities, boom, we're going to try and dribble, touch, and remember, the big thing here is continually dribbling the ball and not letting it stop, okay? So now I've got the cone knocked over. I'm going to take it and I'm going to replace right back on top. I'm just going to get through this so you know all the different parts. Touch my wall. Come back. Now this would be the sock. This is the part that needs a little more precision, okay? Look at my body though. Bent down really nice and low. I'm not too far down like a frog, right? I've got my cone. It's a little easier here because I've got a circle on top, but you're going to perfectly line up, and drop it in, okay? So now I've got both of those items on top of each other, and now my dribblers, you get this too. You're gonna do a little more specifics on this though. We're gonna sweep and rip our ball from one side to the other. Think about this, if you're here and you have the ball and there's a defender here that swipes at it, you're gonna take your ball, nope, get it out of the way. And if you remember what I said earlier, we're in our first step position and we can go to the basket, okay? So let's do this last thing here and I'll switch to a cup with socks. So we dribble back, we're gonna take our time to set up and go ahead and sweep. Knock it down nice and hard, hopefully it doesn't fly too far, okay? Touch the wall. Now, we got everything knocked over. Keep listening to me, I'm gonna grab my items, bring it back to that central spot so you can see me, and we're starting over, okay? So I'll move that over to the side. Keep going, we're knocking over, boom, replacing, but each time we're going to the door, going to the wall, going to the couch, touching, and then returning. I'm gonna do it entirely by myself, calling out what I do so you can go along with me, but I've got a plastic cup and my socks here now. Ready? Let's start by dribbling and touching the wall. Here we go. Good. Now, bend down nice and low, start with the cup. The drinking side goes down, so it stands up nice and tall. Here we go. Let's try and switch hands on this one now. Touch the wall, switch hands. Try not to put two hands on the ball when you switch. Okay, that's a violation there. So we switched hands. Now, try and get those socks perfectly balanced right on top of that cup there, right? So that's going to be controlling the ball here and your entire movement of the body in order to successfully do that. Back to the door, switch those hands again. Good. So now take the time to really set up, bend your knees. You're going to sweep fast. Ready? Sweep. Good. Sweep. Okay? I actually want you to try now to get as close as you can to only knocking off the socks. All right? So if you notice me, each time I'm trying to get lower and lower, but I'm really not trying to get it to the floor, right? Same thing. It's not just getting the ball low. When you do this to get it low, it's to get past the arm extension of the defender. So, boom, and your first step, right? But you would dribble. I'm gonna give it one more go. Almost knocked it off. Ready? Ah, both the cup and the socks went down. Dribble to the wall. And let's finish this off. Let's just, one last time, bending down. Cup is there. Right? Let's just rebuild it, okay? Back up to the wall. Sorry, back on top of the cup, I mean. And last time, all right? Let's see it 3 tries total, Coach Rob. 1, there it was, first try. So a little bit of precision there as well, okay? I'm gonna give you 1 more minute to try and do it. Bend down low. It should be one sweeping motion. Just like that, okay? So good job. We've got one more activity that I'm gonna do for you. You're finishing up that last one. I'm gonna go wipe off for a second. I hope you're feeling nice and loose, like you're getting a good workout. So, I put us in this direction today because I want to make use of the clock that's there, okay? So if you can, maybe this is a little bit more difficult based on analog versus digital at this point in time, but if you can remember on a clock, if we have our arms up like this, that would be 12 o'clock, right? And then the long arm moves to 1 o'clock, 2, 3, and so on, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna face this way, and you're gonna have one foot that does not move, okay? For me, that's gonna be my left foot, All right, it looks opposite for you. But in order to play this game, I'm going to take my other foot and I'm going to step to the direction of what time it is. Okay? So like I showed you with my hands, if it's noon, everything would go up. So we're going to step forward. If I say it is 12 o'clock, you would then go, leaving one foot there, step forward, boom. Just like that, right? I step forward and then immediately come back, boom. Can I do it faster for you? Full speed, ready? So remember, it's 12 o'clock, boom. Okay? Look where my ball is right now. It's on the side of my body, okay? Again, you leave that ball in front just like this, defender's gonna have fair game at it. Put it to the side, and guess what happens? Boom! Right? If I now put my foot in front, not only am I protecting the ball on my body, by holding it on the side of my body, I'm also protecting it because I'm stepping forward and shielding the ball even further. So now I'll face you, and let's do this game to finish up, okay? Let's do 12 o'clock one more time, right? Straight ahead, ready? 12 o'clock, boom! Good. Let's add in a little sweep. Rip! After each one, okay? Remember, might look different now because I turn around, but our left foot, for me, you could use right, but my left foot is planted on the ground. Let's go to 3 o'clock. Boom! Good. Now let's go to 6 o'clock, right behind us. Ready? 6 o'clock. Boom! And right back. Yeah? Good. Last part of this game we're going to do, if I give you a time, if it's 3 o'clock, for example, we're going to dribble 3 times and then return. Okay? So, let's try it. Let's go 3 o'clock. Boom! 1, 2, 3, and return the ball. Okay? So remember, it's a jab step. Boom! So you're stepping out and you're coming right back in. Jab step. Boom! And then, if that was 3 o'clock, let's do 4 o'clock. Ready? So, boom! 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 o'clock. Ready? 2 o'clock. Boom! 1, 2. Nice and hard with your ball, okay? Good. How about 5 o'clock? Ready? Go in 5 o'clock. Boom! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Awesome. Whew. So, I'm definitely getting a little bit of a sweat going. I hope you are too. Being indoors, no excuse not to improve each day. So hopefully you're tuning in and you're able to see what kind of work we're putting together, and hopefully you're putting in the work too. All right? So we'll be back again next week, Wednesday, Thursday. I will be doing an older section of soccer, and it's going to be stationary movement and ball control and dribbling, okay? So we'll see you tomorrow for Coach Ryan's live stream, and until then, take care.